Just stand.
WLIB, Channel 5. First story of the day, chaos in the community. A natural disaster was declared, 4 missing persons, and a building fire hit our town this week. Last Sunday, floodwaters began rising. By Wednesday, hundreds were evacuated and citizens were displaced. Electricity was lost for 90% of Libertyville.
I'm here in the weirdest water is up to my waist here, and the flood is really rising. The sandbags are over there, but it's not going to contain it. If you're in low ground, you need to move up right now. You see the water is rising. Oh my
More on that tragic story later in the broadcast. Our community came together to help each other. You all sent in your Facebook photos and your Instagram feeds of volunteering, assisting with the evacuation, and giving blood and offering each other support. On Wednesday, emergency funds were approved to assist with disaster release efforts. The much-needed money went toward evacuation and recovery after the city was officially declared a state of emergency. Here's what the city council member, Mr. Reyes, had to say.
Residents have a lot of good ideas. It seems like we're really rallying around some solutions, which are going to help push forward this community.
And as I understand it, the motion was passed to table any other discussion that was non-emergency. Is that correct?
This is correct, yes.
I also understand that there was a vote to turn the library into a community center. Will the city council be providing additional funding for that community center?
There are a lot of people that we need to help with funding right now. We're not sure where that's going to come from, but we're going to make it work.
Great. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Hello, residents of Libertyville. And I want you to know that I love you and I love you. And I am just excited about the plans that we have for the future of Libertyville. And I want you to come out and vote for me on re-election day. I want you to just take in consideration that I have done a wonderful job here in Libertyville. And again, I love the people of Libertyville.
This has been a paid advertisement from the Republican National.
Amongst lingering questions of competency of our city's mayor, Mo Bull brings us a story about possible corruption or a bid for sympathy.
What is happening with our current administrative executive? The last few weeks have raised questions about our mayor lock. Last week we experienced a horrible emergency. We pulled together as a community, but we can't help but wonder if our mayor was as effective as he needed to be in our time of emergency. Our mayor is a caring person, handing out sugary treats to displaced residents. He reminds us of his love all the time. What we can't do as citizens is continue to turn a blind eye to a long series of incidents, and in one case, a tragedy. Mr. Wood passed away this past week. A death and a possible affair involving our mayor? Maybe coincidence, maybe hearsay. But what about the continued false news stories in our local newspaper? Truth, fabrication, or a possible sympathy campaign? Is our mayor just drawing for votes? We need to look at our recent response and ask if we had the leadership we needed when we needed to be here.
On the other hand, the mayor has announced that he will donate an undisclosed sum of his personal funds to support recovery efforts in the community. Here's community leader Mercedes Ford III.
Given the unfortunate circumstances of Libertyville, I feel our mayor has been unfairly described in our community, and yes, he's in fact donated a generous amount to our community, which I agree to match.
Wow, that's very generous of Ms. Ford. A fire broke out in downtown's Libertyville Community Church this week. I was there, covering the meeting taking place. I'm in the middle of a fire. We are evacuating. I'm here with Lou Ammons. Thankfully, no one was hurt in the fire. The Reverend recently told us that the sanctuary was not damaged, but repairs would take several months to complete. Those individuals who had been sheltering in place at the church have been moved to the library. Services will be held at the library until further notice. Hetty, the librarian and principal in Libertyville. Luann, can you tell us what's going on at the library right now?
The library is currently offering a place to stay since the church burned down. We have running power, we have running water, clean water, we have light, and we are offering it as the school. So until the school gets rebuilt and cleaned up, classes will be held at the library. We are going to recruit the teachers.
Yes, we're going to partner together. We're very excited that the library has offered their facilities so that we have a place for our students to go. In addition, I'm going to seek the support of the teachers at the elementary school to help volunteer and stand the makeshift school that's going to be in the library. And I also appeal to parents at home or any other adults in the community who would be willing to offer their support.
And you're looking for volunteers for the evening after classes as a community center, is that correct? And I also understand that United Way, as well as the City Council, are being pursued for further funding to help with the cost of the community center.
Yes.
Great, thank you so much. In very sad news, 4 individuals are missing and 1 is confirmed dead. Mr. Wood, a local motel owner, drowned in the recent floods while trying to save his cat. So you're not married, lover. Mr. Wood is survived by his wife, Mrs. Wood, his long-term personal friend, Ms. Comment, and 6 cats. Services will be held on Sunday. That's Mr. Wood.
All of your funeral home needs.
With Luann and Teddy. I recently spoke with truck driver and union leader Mr. Mack discussing the potential bus strike that had been planned to take place because the City Council had not made any decisions about pay increases for the bus drivers. Here's what Mr. Mack had to say.
I'm talking to you here amongst the flood zone. Now, last week when we spoke, your organization was considering a strike of the bus drivers. Is that still a possibility?
I believe that the bus drivers are going to analyze the situation we're in, and that's not going to happen. So their concern is going to be try to help people.
So the buses will remain in a normal schedule for the time being?
Yes, and I believe I've heard the mayor say that he will pay overtime for the bus drivers.
That's great, thank you.
In weather this week, after the natural disaster, the waters have started to recede. Citizens are beginning the long process of recovery and planning for the future. Mo, how's the forecast looking for this week? Hopefully no more rain.
Well, there's a 40% chance that the 500 millibar vorticity will be at -10. We can expect continued improvement of the lifted index.
In a new joint effort between citizens and the police force, respected organic farmer S. Vimes and the police chief Gonzalez have built a re-entry program for the incarcerated youth. The youth will learn trade and valuable life skills while assisting the cleanup and recovery efforts in the impoverished East Side. The re-entry program will also continue after the flood recovery.
Great efforts to improve our community.
Yeah, I think so too, Bo. Stay tuned next week for continued coverage.